Man, what's good with y'all boys, man? Look, man, I'm back, man. Listen, man, I couldn't miss an upload, man. For the past 6 months, 5 months, I've been uploading every week, bro. So I said, fuck it, man. I can't miss a week. So we finna watch like Andrew Tate before they were famous, bro. Listen, man, everybody got their opinion and shit on Andrew Tate. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. Me personally, bro, I feel like he be speaking 95% like facts, and then like 5% is like, you know what I'm saying, iffy, you feel me? It's the shit that make him go viral. But that 5% is so crazy that everybody just got everybody talking type shit. But 95% of the time, he really do be speaking real shit. Y'all just gotta listen type shit. But let's get into it though, man.
Jumping into this video, guys, a few things I need to tell you. Number one, we actually have Andrew Tate's phone number.
Oh, shit.
In this video, we hope he likes it. I'm a little nervous. Also, I'm dropping a webinar teaching YouTuber.
Brother, skip that, man, brother.
If you spent any time on the internet over the past few months, then odds are you might have come across a series of videos of a good-looking dude driving in supercars and climbing out of some exclusive private jets. Okay, no, I'm not talking about Dan Bilzerian, although in a lot of ways...
Shout out Dan Bilzerian, man. That's the GOAT on God.
Well, this guy isn't too far off the mark on that. No, I'm talking about former professional kickboxer Andrew Tate.
This motherfucker ugly as shit.
Sometimes known as Cobra Tate.
Wow.
With this British-American former world champion, he fought both in the cruiserweight and the super cruiserweight divisions.
Yo, what type of kick was that, brother?
Champion, he fought both in the...
Hold on, brother. What type of shit? Look at this kick.
Cruiserweight and the super cruiserweight.
Oh shit, I'm tripping. Hold on. What type of kick? What type of kick is that?
Cruiserweight and
what the fuck? Hey, miss.
Divisions. Although it must be said that he's definitely earned himself more notoriety since retiring from the sport. Now, just how weird does this dude's life story get? Well, let me start with this. Have you ever met someone who is claimed to have spent centuries living in the middle of Wudon Mountains? I think not.
What?
Yeah, strap yourself in, folks, because this is the latest episode before they were famous, and things...
brother.
Was born on December 1st, 1986 in the city of Washington, D.C.
Shout out to DMV, man. You know what I'm saying? Maryland shit type shit. Maybe that's why, you know what I'm saying, maybe that's why I see eye to eye low-key with this fool, because, you know what I'm saying, it's Maryland shit, it's butter shit. DC, shout out DC, man. Y'all boys already know.
Now, he was born to his father, Emery A. Tate Jr., a former athlete and wrestling advocate who developed combat skills at an early age. That's before joining the military and becoming an accomplished chess player, going on to win the U.S. Armed Forces Championship a total of 3 times. Now, Andrew's grandfather was also something of a combat expert who Andrew says distinguished himself in hand-to-hand, bare-knuckle fistfights in and around the state of Georgia during World War II. In other words, well, Andrew, he comes by his combat expertise pretty naturally. And thanks to his dad's mastery of the game of chess...
Bruh, I didn't know Andrew Tate was black.
Well, he also considers himself to be something of a tactician. Now, in fact, at the age of just 6 years old, well, Andrew was already practicing the skills that were being passed down to him when he took on other chess players who were nearly double his own age. Now, before I carry on any further with more details about Andrew's childhood, well, I want to make something crystal clear from this point forward. Now, a majority of what you're going to hear, it's come straight from Andrew during an op-ed that he wrote for a former kickboxing equipment sponsor known as Sidekick Boxing. Now, I point this out because, as you'll no doubt be able to tell in just a few moments, a lot of what I'm going to tell you, well, it's going to sound pretty unbelievable, especially towards the end. So, you know, you've been warned. Andrew's legend begins with the story of his birth. Now, according to himself, he was born 2 weeks overdue, and he came out of the womb already breathing through his nose. Now, he points this out in his story as if it's some kind of like something that he's proud about, but a quick Google search, it'll tell you that most babies, they're born breathing through their nose, and it's not until they're about 3 or 4...
Alright, the unusual way for you to know,
4 months old that they begin to use their mouth.
Okay.
So I don't know what the big deal is about. Now, when the doctor who delivered him pinched his thigh to get a response, well, he was shocked when Tate, he didn't cry. Rather, the newborn infant simply craned his neck upwards with a stern look on his face to get a better look at his...
Bruh. as you tell me, you stressing shit, bro. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Fool talking about he came out the womb, breathe out his nose. Like, okay, brother.
The kid must have had some stage presence from the get-go. Now, as a child, Tate says that he never cried for attention. Instead, he used grunts to indicate that he was hungry and get what he wanted. Now, most nights he slept on his father's massive chest instead of being tucked away in his crib. Instead, he used grunts to indicate that he was hungry and get what he wanted. Now, most nights he slept on his father's massive chest instead of
Pause.
being tucked away in his crib. Soon after he was able to walk, Tate was taught how to defend himself. Now, he started by learning how to keep his balance. His father would make a game out of it by gradually pushing Tate a little harder each day until the final time when he pushed him so hard that he flew across the room and came within an inch of splitting the back of his head open.
God damn.
From like the far wall. But all that training, it had paid off because he was able to catch himself. At the age of only 4, he joined the country wrestling championship for kindergartners. And, he wound up taking second place. Now, to this day, Tate believes he would have taken home first place if only his dad had been there to coach him from the sidelines. But unfortunately, his dad had to work that day. Now, after Tate's father's military career had come to an end, he had to take on a series of minimum wage jobs to keep his family fed. Now, eventually, however, things became so bad that the family, they couldn't keep up with the bills.
How you be a full-grown man and not be a millionaire? It's amazing to me how little work the majority of people out here are doing. Like, you're a full-grown man living in a transitionary period of humanity where the entire financial system is broken and trillions of dollars are created from the sky, and you don't have a single million? You don't have one? They're everywhere. Like, how you be a full-grown man and not be a millionaire? Like, are you dumb?
Around the age of 10,
That's fact.
and Tate's mother, she packed up their
Most of y'all be thinking like, it's the hard truth, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We gonna get there though one day, man. I'm 23. We finna get there though.
Stuff, taking he and his siblings back home to England. Now, at this point, without his father around, Tate, he was the man of the house. Now, as soon as he was old enough to work in the UK, he got a job moving 80-pound boxes of frozen fish into nearby markets at 5 a.m. in the morning.
Bro, how does fool know this shit? Like, this fool just be going hella deep into a fool's life, bro. Like, I ain't know this shit.
Now, after that, he'd have a full day of school. Then on weekends, he'd be back at the market perfecting his blade skills by filleting fish. Now, living in the town of Luton, Tate says that he and his siblings, they were teased mercilessly by the local kids because of their American accents. Now, eventually, however, Tate's mom, she would enroll her children in a self-defense course just so that the boys and the girls could grow stronger. I don't know if he's got sisters. I just said boys, and then I'm like, well, maybe he does, so let's just say the kids. The kids need to get tougher. With the help of this technician, Tate would master the art of kickboxing and create his own style. One that he, let me try and get this correctly, he calls Tate Shinaki. Tate Shinaki, there it is. I honestly don't know if I'm saying that correctly. I don't know a lot about combat sports, but yeah, I guess he came up with his own style. And apparently it rates pretty highly. After mastering Tate Shinaki, Tate would then retreat to the magical land of the Wudong Mountains, the mountainous range in the northwestern part of Hubei, China, an area of the world with deep ties to ancient martial arts.
On this Dragon Ball Z
that
shit.
First Batman movie with Christian Bale, where he was like, hanging out with what was the guy? Al Ghul?
Ra's al Ghul.
No, I mean
Ra's al Ghul, dumbass.
Heading all the way out there to China seems a little out of the way, but this man is very dedicated. Now, it's here where things got really weird. Now, Tate would go on to state that he spent centuries living in this area of the world and learning the forbidden arts. Yeah, that's a statement that requires some pretty big air quotes. Because how old is he? I mean, he's my age. After living longer than any other human on the history of the planet, short or fictional characters like Dorian Gray.
So you telling me this was a real Batman?
Tate would return to England where he would begin his professional kickboxing career in earnest. Now, in April 2009, he beat Paul Randall for the International Sport Karate Association English Light Cruiserweight title. Now,
what the fuck? These fools look like straight bombs, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Look at this Jack Clay. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? Look like my boy Tyler Pillin. Shout out Pillin, man. If you watching this shit, this huge, y'all like.
The international sport never win, but
vicious.
Not his last. Now, he also scored the British Cruiserweight title that same year when he beat Daniel Hughes with a first-round KO. In December of 2012, he participated in Infusion 3, Trial of the Gladiators, to determine the world's #1 kickboxer in his weight class. Now, he'd make it all the way to the finals, but he lost in the first round after taking a flying knee to the chin. Now, a few years later, Tate, he would take on kickboxing veteran Wendell Roche in June of 2014. Now, Roche had only lost by TKO once in his career to this point in time, but Tate, he would hand him his second defeat on the path to earning the Infusion 90-kilogram world champion title. 2 years later, in December of 2016, Tate, he would lose his championship with a first-round KO. It would be his last match until 4 years later, when in 2020, he'd return to participate in KO Masters 7, where he'd win his final fight to date. Shortly after claiming that victory, Tate would challenge Jake Paul to a boxing match. By the way, Tate's still awaiting an answer on that challenge.
Jake Paul, it's clear to me you are desperate for a reality check. You know what? If I made my money impressing 4-year-olds on YouTube and managed to somehow become a multimillionaire from it, I'd probably live in a dream world too. But let me explain something to you about combat sports. There are a whole bunch of men out here who will never be as famous as you, will never make the money you've made, who would kick the living out of you.
Now, if you're waiting to see if
this fool actually, what the fuck, bruh? That's $1 million fucking fight, fool. Jake Paul, you need to take that shit, on God. I ain't gonna lie, though, I got my money on Jake Paul. Fuck no. Ain't no way fucking Andrew Tate beating Jake Paul, bro. I ain't gonna cap, bro. Vicious.
Gonna happen. Well, there's been no word back yet from Jake Paul. He's been busy picking fights with people his own size, or whatever the hell this was. Now, of course, it's really been outside of the professional sports circuit that Tate has really begun ruffling a few feathers. But to be fair, not all of us are kickboxing fans, which means the first time that Tate really began to build some notoriety for himself as a celebrity was when he was selected to appear on Big Brother UK back in 2016.
What's up with these ads, bro? Damn, bro. Fuck, I'm trying to watch this damn Andrew Tate, bro. I'm trying to learn about the top G, you know what I'm saying? Fuck, I don't want to watch fucking Tyson brand shit.
Oh, Tyson.
Fuck.
That show will take anyone, eh? I mean, they even had Trisha Paytas.
I'm Andrew Tate, I'm 29 years old, and I'm a 4-times kickboxing world champion. I see myself as smarter than average. I was a chess champion from a very young age, from the age of 3. My biggest tool is that I'm not afraid of anything.
Now, being the son of a master chess strategist, Tate, he immediately got to work trying to outthink his competition. Now, unfortunately, a little personal scandal would wind up getting in his way when British newspaper The Sun, they would receive video evidence of Tate allegedly hitting a girl with a belt. Tate was immediately removed from Big Brother, and he was let go from the series. Now, he later take to Twitter to let everyone know that the video clip was a consensual act between he and his girlfriend, and that the belt they had used was actually made of felt. So it was more of a private video, I guess. Still, The Sun, man, they'll cut your head off.
Fill that one up. Straight in the bin. Straight in the bin.
Now, you'd love to be able to take him at word for something like that, but unfortunately, only a few months later, in the midst of the Harvey Weinstein scandal, he'd begin tweeting things like this. Women have been exchanging sex for opportunity for a very long time. Some did this, weren't abused.
Wait, we gotta read that again.
See, there were a lot more tweets where that one came from.
Hold on, brother. I gotta read that again, brother. Women have been exchanging sex for opportunity for a very long time. Some did this, weren't abused. Listen, man. The first part is facts. Women have been exchanging sex for opportunity, so women are using themselves to get with like rich people to like get ahead. You know what I'm saying? For a long time, it's facts, bruh. Women know that shit. They do that shit. You know what I'm saying? He's speaking facts.
Some did this, weren't abused.
I don't know what he means by the second part, though.
Honestly, there were a lot more tweets where that one came from. But man, with that whole Me Too scandal, it's best for guys like Tate to sit on the bleachers. You know what I mean? Sit this one out. Eventually, Tate's Twitter profile would be taken down, and while he's trying to get it restarted a few times, Well, he mostly just regulates himself to Instagram and YouTube, where you can find endless amounts of him promoting his lifestyle. Now, this content, it falls under Tate's new corporate umbrella of Cobra Tate, a website where users can go and engage in the greatest global network which exists on the planet Earth. And, well, it helps people get rich. His words, definitely not mine.
Well,
I'm actually starting a similar thing. Not that I'm telling you guys I'm going to teach you how to get rich, but I am going to teach you guys how to start your own YouTube channel from scratch. Or if you got a small channel,
brother,
before they're famous. As I mentioned, check out the link down below. Now, I'm not trying to throw Tate under the bus here. I think the guy's an entertaining character.
So this fool just called Tate out for having his own website about multi-millionaire shit. And then he want to promote his own shit. Brother.
But we got to touch upon a
dumbass
troubling article posted by the UK News. It was in the Mirror. It was almost worse than the Sun. Now, they accused Tate and his brother of running a webcam sex ring scam that's it's just too brazen and unbelievable to even get into. I'm just going to put that out there. If you want to know more, you can figure it out for yourself.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Fools hating, bro.
So, as for what the future holds for it,
fools taking advantage of desperate, horny man. When OnlyFans is doing the same shit, girls are doing the same shit themselves, fool. Fuck.
Andrew Tate, well, I guess I'm going to find out when we send this video his way, because we do have his...
OnlyFans girls take advantage of desperate men the same way Andrew Tate did with the webcam shit. Fuck.
Phone number. Now, you know, I feel like he's a breath of fresh air. He's an entertaining character. I'm excited to see where he ends up and what he's going to do with all this notoriety. But at the end of the day, you know, you get yourself in trouble, people are going to find that stuff. But I guess that's part of his journey. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in another video.
Yeah, buddy, you hating. This fool right here just a hater. You know what I'm saying? Say nah. Look, man, that's it, man. Top G Andrew Tate before he was famous. You know what I'm saying? It's a good video, though. I ain't gonna lie, brother. I like that joint. Top G shit, man. Look, man, whatever y'all have your opinion on Andrew Tate, it's y'all opinion, man. Let me know what y'all think about Andrew Tate in the comments down below. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all like. I'm gonna be back next Monday. Next week, two videos, 2 public interviews I'm gonna come out with this shit, man. I'm gonna try to grind this coming Wednesday, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that watching this video. I love y'all. Thank y'all for the support. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all share this with y'all friends. We almost to 200 subs. Let's get to 200 soon, man. I love y'all. Thank y'all for the support.